May 1st, 2022, direct from the cradle of mankind. This is Too Much Information with Ngachira.
Wow. Wow. Well, hello everyone, and a warm welcome to another week of Too Much Information. Oh, yes. I'm your host, Ngachira. I mean, where to start? Happy Labor Day, happy celebration of Kibaki's life, happy long weekend. Like, there's so many things happening. And my goodness, Kibaki was rather loved. I mean, you guys agree, right? Like, he was such a darling of the people, you know. And I think we should be allowed to see and interact with our favorite presidents while they are still alive, you know? I mean, like, because in Africa, clearly things are the other way around, you know?
Oh my God! I need to see him! It has been a long looking for him! Oh my God!
This is me practicing for when Joho becomes president. So the real MVP of Kibaki's Rookie Mass address is Bishop Alan Muheria of Nyeri Diocese. Watch what this man did.
Allow me just 2 minutes to make a few remarks.
He is a son of one nation who is emotional at the loss of a president. Treat him well.
I like the way he chose a national function to go like, I have something, niko na kitu kidogo. But like Bishop, that was so compassionate. But the problem is we all know how police work, you know. There's what you tell them, and there's what they hear, you know. So let's hope this son of our nation was treated with the compassion that was due to him. So anyway, show ya leo ni moto kama jiko ya makaa, juu hatuwezi afford gas na mafuta, because on the show tonight we have the Goreti Member of Parliament, Honorable John Kiarie, aka KJ. Round of applause for him. So also on the show today we ask, are police uniforms equal to police reforms? But first, it's Labor Day, which means we acknowledge and shout out the unsung heroes at the workplace. First up, Size 8 and all those helping her to cast out demons, you know. I mean, it's a lot of work, especially where Kenyan demons are concerned. They're not cute in a Size 8 way, you know. They're round, they're mysterious, they're barbaric, and can appear from anywhere to do the unthinkable when you least expect it. Like when you have a nomination certificate 1 minute, and the next, it's gone.
For this one time, give the youth of this country a chance.
Jubilee Party. Ni barua ngapi nitaandika kwa njia ya machozi. I think what Jubilee did ni kama kuonyesha mtoto lollipop, alafu unaichukua, you know, like Jubilee bana. Give him a certificate, or else someone else will give him. This will give him like inspiration for his next song, you know. And we don't want another Bahati song. So another Labor Day mention goes to those workers in the kingdom. Okay, I mean the ceiling, who worked tirelessly to help a Niger pastor ascend to heaven. You know, I never thought like I'd live to see the day like science and religion, like they work together, you know. I mean like so by the way, Bwana DP, that was the real bottom-up approach. And then I love Labor Day. Not just because it's a holiday, but it's because it's the one day of the year when Kotu hype man, Francis Atwoli, does his actual job. Of course, as head of Kotu, he's concerned about Kenyan workers getting dignified wages, easy access to pension in retirement, protection from unfair labor laws, insurance and safety at work. I mean, yes, Atwoli, of course. That's what he cares about.
Naona nikipita hapa naenda Nairobi, naingia ndege ingine kubwa naenda Brussels, Belgium. Nitarudi tarehe 17, niko hapa tarehe 18, natoka huko hiyo 19th na ndege mimi ndio huyo niko Mombasa. Kesho yake tarehe 20 siku ya mashujaa. Tuko huko na President Uhuru Kenyatta. Natoka narudi Nairobi tarehe 21.
Enough. Over. Mayday, Kenyan workers are on their own. Like, in whose hands are we safe? Anyway, from one traveler to another, SpaceX founder and Baba Y is equals to MX plus C. Angeta tu mtoto Bartholomeo tu. So, Elon Musk has acquired Twitter for $44 billion. So, angetusaidia tu kulipa deni in exchange for KUT, you know. Now, one of the changes he'll make to the platform is to close spam accounts. So, wala wasewa account hii ya uzwa will be shut down Edgar Obare style. Now, besides occupying Twitter, he also has a pet project of occupying Mars. Baba Algebra has said that anyone can work hard and save an equivalent of 10 million shillings to travel to Mars. Now, whereas the world thinks this is an impossibility, one Kenyan earning 20,000 shillings a month as a cleaner has already hit that target many times over.
So there's emerging that a cleaner at the State Department of Correctional Facilities who is alleged to have supplied air walked away with over 250 million shillings in a web of corrupt tender dealings.
A cleaner. 250 million air. Was it vacuum cleaning? I mean, like, what cleaning is this? He wash mezidi. I feel like. I mean, this guy could go to Mars. I mean, he could go to Mars and still have change to fund like the committee call center, you know? Anyway, another potential traveler to Mars is Samuel Kariuki.
Documents filed in the anti-corruption court indicate that Samuel will requisition funds from the ministry's coffers, ostensibly to purchase snacks.
Snacks. Like, in a country where people are dying of hunger, a government department is using millions on snacks. Patcom, Modiguiti, like... Anyway, if they go to Mars, at least there's no way the EACC is going to arrest them. Unless, of course, they send that Nigerian pastor ascending to cross over and get them. But the thing is, I expect them to run for office like any time from now, to be honest. One word that keeps coming up during this election season is blocs. Like what your crush has done to you on all social media. To help us navigate the murky waters that are voter blocs is a man who is no stranger kwa kukula blocks. Our senior election voter, blockchain correspondent, Eric Lu Savali.
Thank you very much, Ty. Asante sana.
Eric, the question is, who and how have different voter blocks been basking in the gaze of politicians' love? Or is it lust?
Well, Ty, there are two schools of thought here. The traditional voter blocks and emerging voter blocks. Both these blocks share one thing in common. They get blocked as soon as the politician is in power. The first block is the youth, or as the reggae fans like to call them, the youth them. And politicians will do anything and everything to woo these guys.
Talk of his dressing, sneakers, half jackets, polo shirts to untucked shirts, jeans and khaki pants. When meeting the youth, Raila Odinga tries to fit in.
Hey, you guy, my guy, that's just what I've been at Subaru, man.
Hey, Ty, don't joke with Baba, man. You guy, my guy, he will chapa this election a good one. And take your girl to Vasha while at it. But it doesn't stop there. We also have the block, the women block, properly known as Wamama Na, and then you insert whoever he wants the votes here. Wamama na Sonko, Wamama na Nani.
Wait a minute, Eric. Kuna jamaa hapo. Is that person in a turban kweli ya mumama?
He, she, they, them, they can identify however they want. But in this case, he is actually a member of the third and most powerful traditional bloc, the religious bloc. What ya maombi?
Why did men also not declare Diwali a national holiday?
Eric, I mean, surely these three voter blocks should be enough to secure an aspirant to win.
That is where you go wrong, Ty. Just like nomination certificates, nothing in this world is guaranteed. Just ask Bahati. Suliona akilia. That is why all aspirants must appease to the new voter bloc. starting with the bloc whose members are so loyal, they can only be described as ride or die.
Watu wa bodaboda sio wezi na sio wakora, ni wafanyibiashara kama wale wafanyibiashara wengine.
But Eric, what about all the alarming incidents that have been happening and attributed to bodaboda guys?
I have said this before and I will say it again. Watu wa bodaboda sio wabaya, ni wale watu wamewazunguka, eh? But I digress. The other voter bloc that is hardworking, powerful, and finally getting the recognition they deserve is the commercial sex worker bloc. Tai, these guys literally break their backs to put food on the table. And their voices must be heard. Some leaders recognize and respect their constituents.
Lazima tuhakikishe serikali inaweka mikakati ya kulinda nyinyi na wateja wenu. Sio mwisho mnaenda sio kama mtaki hiyo. Mnataka hiyo.
Eric, wanataka hiyo kweli?
Wanataka.
Eric, hasn't this man been in the news for allegedly something not so respectful conduct? Is he the right person to champion this bloc's agenda?
Controversial Meru Senator Mithika Linturi has filed a case in court attempting to stop the DCI from arresting him and charging him with attempted rape.
Yeah? That is a very slippery slope. Let's talk about the mountain, the most important and most powerful bloc.
You mean Mount Kenya region voters?
No, Tai, I mean the actual mountain. Rumor has it that anyone who wishes to climb to the highest office in the land must first climb the mountain. Check it.
And now it's time for you to climb off this chair, Eric. Ladies and gentlemen, senior voter blockchain correspondent, Eric Lu Savali! Now, coming up on TMI, we talk about police reforms, and later on, we get up close with a pioneer in the creative space who is hands deep in legislation, MP of Dagoretti South, Honorable John Kiarie. Welcome back to TMI. Now, the police, aka school prefects if they had guns, have been singing the same song for a while.
Police reforms have all but stalled.
Police reforms.
Police reforms.
Police reforms.
Police reform.
Police reforms.
Yes, police reforms. The buzzword of yesteryears. It started by changing the name from the police force to the police service. It's as effective as calling a lion Bosco and expecting it not to hurt you, Like for a job this serious, do we have the right people?
And to our surprise, we have got a big number, almost to 2,000 officers who are unfit to do the police work.
Wow. Okay. Kusema ukweli, considering what we know, that number is surprisingly low, But do you know what number is even lower? The turnout for the recent police recruitment drive.
Turnout imekuwa chini sana, na nilipouliza vijana kwamba namna gani turnout iko chini na kazi watu wamekosa.
I'm even shocked. Only 39 people showed up for police recruitment in Nyeri. And that's where Keganjo is, Like I've seen more people turn out for a Steve Simple Boy concert. Vijana, why would someone not want to be a police officer when they have been crying for jobs? I'm sure if you're a police officer who has to defend the law, keep the peace, and maintain order, your salary must be very good.
The salary has been slashed. Though after those deductions, the statutory deductions, the loan deductions, I'm finding myself with 71 shillings.
71 shillings. That's not even enough to bribe. That's not even enough to bribe a fellow Afande twice. Being a police officer is actually a difficult job because it starts at recruitment.
One candidate for recruitment died at Busia Stadium while trying to join the police force.
See, recruitment is not where the nightmare ends, but where it begins. Because even if you survive the training, once you get the job, how is that a pigaluku?
More than 90% of police officers are opposed to the new uniforms introduced by the government, terming it as very ugly. Most officers interviewed in 20 counties claim the new uniform looked like attire adorned by the Kenya Power staff.
Okay, in defense of Kenya Power, at least when Kenya Power wants my money, they don't harass me. They just take away my ability to charge my phone. I mean, like, being a police officer is hard. I mean, we haven't even mentioned the fact that you can't even date another police officer, even though they're the only ones who understand you're expected to have 32 teeth with no dental insurance, you know. Kimeumana. Herikua prison's cleaner. Now, we're saying that proper police reform will mean that we get the right people doing the right job for a dignified wage. Now, wapige luku. Wow. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I doubt it can get any better than this. To have a sit down with a man who's running for office in an election year is one thing. Now, congratulations on securing the UDA ticket. Eh? First of all, how was that? First tell us, how was that? And then, so what does this mean for the people of the Great South? How does it mean for them?
Ya kwanza wekelea tu ngumi mbili.
Ngumi ni mbwekse?
Tukiwa hiyo nomination, nilikuwa nasikia wasee Dago akisema za Kiarie ni 5-5, ngumi ni mbwekse. It was a great honor to be nominated by our people to be the flag bearer for the Popular Party within the Great South constituency. As the flag bearer. But then, because we're on TV, I can make an announcement which wouldn't be too much information.
Okay.
That in the Great South constituency, UDA is the only party that dared to conduct a nomination.
Oh, okay.
And our nominations were free, fair, credible, and verifiable.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Where do you think the state of Kenyan satire is, comedy in general, and are we moving well, or what advice can you give us?
To see now where we are with comedy, I think we've got to give it to the new brand of comedians and people in the space. We can start right here. Tai, you're doing an amazing job. But the point I'd like to make is that every epoch of entertainers comes with a technology that aids that epoch. So that in the 60s and the 70s, we had presenters and comedians who were on radio because radio was big then. And then we had the generation of the Vitimbis and the Vioja Mahakamanis of the days of the single station when we had only one national broadcaster. Then there was the epoch of ridiculous. The time zone, the era of ridiculous. And ridiculous came with the proliferation of the airwaves. When now we were moving from KBC being a solo station to now having FM stations and other TV stations. Now the new epoch of entertainers is the ones who are now in this digital space. I can say that we have a good serving of humor in Kenya. And when we are true to the technology available at that time, we can build good superstars.
You've been at the forefront of agitating for artists' rights. Where do you think we are policy-wise? And what progress do you hope to continue making as a legislator with regard to artists and policy?
I happen to serve in the Committee of Information, Communication and Innovation. The committee that in the last 4 years has brought to the front a number of pieces of legislation that actually even have an impact on the creative industry. We were able to do the Copyright Amendment Bill of 2018, just soon after I was elected. We have done the Computer Misuse and Cybercrime Bill, which has also helped. We have done the data protection, the Kenya Privacy and Data Protection Bill. And very recently, you remember there was the Copyright Amendment Bill of 2021.
That's what I was going to ask.
Which came up and had some very good recommendations that will actually help and aid the creative industry.
So, we've been watching nominations. Ile ya kitambo tu Jaguar alikuwa analia. Hii ya leo Bahati analia. Is this like a rite of passage for creators when they get into parliament? Nomination, hata wewe ulikuwa umenungunika time fulani. So we want to know, is this like a rite of passage kabla uingie utalilishwa? Ama what is it?
Whoa, man. The reason why you see some of these tears is because politics requires for you to invest very heavily.
Yes.
People are investing their resources, they're investing their time, but even the emotional investment that goes into siasa
is big.
There is a very big difference between doing comedy and what I was doing before and being in leadership.
Wow, but umetoboa.
Yes. Mungu mbele. But in fact, slogan yetu hapa bana wagani, God is in it. Man, bila God kwa hii kitu, man utasukumwa kwa ukuta.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, what do you think are the issues that are going to move the youth to get to the ballot? Because many are saying, why should I vote? So what are the issues that are going to get them to the ballot box?
For the youth, this is what liberty looks like.
Okay.
But we are reminded by a very good thinker that the price of liberty is eternal vigilance.
Okay.
That we all have to wake up and participate in the governance of our country.
Wow.
Otherwise, these fruits we enjoy might be taken away from us.
Okay.
When you refuse to vote, you're actually giving opportunity for someone who probably has a contrary idea or has an opposing idea or has an evil idea to vote on your behalf.
Okay.
And that's how we end up with the leaders that we see. That's why when people complain about the leaders they have, they're reminded what the Honorable Mother Karua kept telling us, that every community gets the leaders that they deserve.
Let's give you a parting shot to Kenyans watching this. Like, what should they expect from you, and generally, what should they be as citizens moving forward?
To all Kenyans, this is a very critical year.
Yes.
We have to make a decision, and I think the decision that we will have to make this time will not be a political decision.
It will be what decision?
Will be an economic decision. Okay. Let us ask ourselves, how did we get to where we are? That we are borrowing 2.4 billion Kenya shillings every day. Tie the debts we have today according to Treasury. If we were to pay them at the pace we are paying, we will pay them up to the year 2099 if we do not borrow an extra cent beyond today.
Okay.
These are debts that are in such a way that out of our 3 trillion budget that we read a few weeks back, over 1 trillion goes to paying what we have borrowed. Meaning, this country is at a point where we are borrowing from Peter to pay Paul.
Wow.
So this election is an economic election. Let Kenyans vote for themselves. Let you decide what you want for the economy of your country on August 9th.
Wow, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, John Kiarie, KJ! Wow. That is it for this episode of Too Much Information with me, Ngachira. We leave it here for now, but the conversation on eternal vigilance continues on our social media handles, which is one of our most important blogs. Now, make a date with us every Sunday at 8:30 p.m. here on NTV. Lakini before I go, because I'm an African uncle, I'm going to leave with a dose of African wisdom. A poor man's proverb, no matter how wise, will never be quoted. Good night, everyone. Have a great time.